Love, blessings, peace, and prosperity, divine, beautiful soul. What is good in your world? It's me, Nicole P, your spiritual barista, serving you up wisdom, guidance, and inspiration from the cards. I'm recording this episode on Sunday. Gosh, what day is it? I think it's like the 19th. It sure is Sunday, October 19th. And I got some brew for you. This is some brew for the week, something to sip on and reflect on. And I look forward to coming back here little by little. If you've been hanging out with me for some time, I'm just popping in when I can, when I have the capacity and the space. And I actually posted on Instagram this morning, so I think I'm coming back to kind of being a little bit more up into life on this side, on the other side, so to speak. I feel like I'm emerging from the underworld, and let's see how it flows. But let me get into the brew. And before I do, can I just say this? I just really, I want to say this again. I just received so many wonderful messages from my birthday month and this just randomly too, about, uh, you know, s- the podcast. And I just thank you so much because this is a labor of love. And I really look forward to, I look forward to continuing this journey and being consistent and being a vessel. And yeah, cheers. Let me get a sip of my cafecito because I'm about to get all teary eyed and I got the full face makeup on and I'm not about to go redo my makeup. Mm-mm. I'm uh I'm heading to the gym, but I still gotta look good because I might do some content a little bit later, so I'm prepared just in case. But enough about me. Let's get into the cards. I pulled the Four of Wands, which cosmic connection is Venus and Aries. And then I pulled a card from a very precious deck that I'm just starting to get to know, so to speak, build a relationship with. And that is the Herbal Astrology Oracle Deck by Adriana Ayales. I really think that this is a deck that everyone should have. The little bit that I've looked at this and played with this deck, it's 55 cards, deck and guidebook. Oh, it's beautiful. It's herbal astrology, so it's herbs and connection to to astrology in the body, and it's phenomenal. There's explanations, and then there's guidance, and I cannot speak. I cannot speak any more highly of this deck, I guess I should say, and I look forward to getting to know it and being in relationship with this work that Adriana Ayala has put out into the world. So, the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck, I pulled the chamomile card. The message is inner peace, and it is just such a precious image. They're two deer, and there is a individual who is lying on the ground. There's dandelions all around them, and it's almost as if they're like finding respite and rest in the earth. And what a beautiful pairing for the brew today or this week. The Four of Wands, Venus and Aries, and the chamomile card. Now, chamomile tea is one that I have loved, especially back in the day before I went into menopause. I used to always at that time of the month love some chamomile tea. It really helped with my cramps, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful herb that calms and is nourishing. And Adriana explains in her guidebook that chamomile also is an herb that assists with gastrointestinal workings of the body, and there's a connection to this herb to the moon. Very fascinating, yes? So, with Venus being connected to Earth's energy, Aries, we have fire, and with chamomile, we have the energy of the moon. Now, the message or the brew for you, my love, is to be reflective, to slow your roll some. Now, I know there are times in life when we got to go to the go, to the go, to the go because work comes up, life comes up, things ebb and flow. I get that. I get that. This message is not in that context because sometimes you got to do what you got to do, and it is what it is. This is more of a bigger picture reflection type of message. And it is that taking time to slow your roll, to smell the roses, so to speak. Venus comes in this card, the Four of Wands, to tell Aries to slow it down. The life isn't always about just doing, getting, being and fast and go. Because Aries, the initiator, right? The one who kicks it all off on the zodiacal wheel, connection to Mars and that fire. And Aries is such a powerful entity of doing things, getting things done, especially starting things. So much better at starting things, right? And that energy of just sometimes even having multiple things going on all at once. And oh, you finish one thing and let's get on to the next without taking the time to really be like, wait a minute, let me breathe. Let me enjoy what I have built. Let me take time to tend what is present to me. So many times we don't allow ourselves the space to really bask in the glory of what we have created. Our structures, our systems, our circles, our communities. We enjoy them for a moment and then we move on to the next thing because there's always something else to do. And Venus and the Four of Wands is like, you are valuable beyond what you produce in this world. Your value is in your fire, but not necessarily your fire to create and to do, but your fire in existence. Chamomile comes in to say, listen to Venus, listen to those Venus vibes. The chamomile energy comes in to say, rest, enjoy, be in love, be in peace. Enjoy the structures, the systems, the circles that you have created. There's no need to rush off to what is next. The invitation is to be here now and slow down. Slow down because the next big thing will come again. There's a conscious choice that we must make. And life happens really fast, and we're living in times that are speeding things up rapidly. I mean, settler colonial capitalism in the extremity, the most absurd sense, has us in that. And sometimes, like I said earlier, you got to do what you got to do, right? Because it is what it is. And even in those moments in that time, how can you pause? How can you pause to be in joy and in celebration and in love for what you have? It may not be where you want to go, or it may not be all that you desire, but it is what you have right now. And you've done an amazing, amazing job to be who you are, where you are right now in time. And that's the other aspect of the Four of Wands and the chamomile card is that look at you. Really, like, look at you. This is also an energy of allowing others to celebrate you, allowing yourself to be seen, to be celebrated, to be recognized. So often that Aries energy is going, and recognizing, being recognized, but it's more like recognize me and it has to do with more ego, which ego is fine and it can be, but sometimes it can be a buzzkill. It's more like open up to allow others to recognize your soul, not recognize what you do, what you have done, what are your accomplishments, all the things that are hanging on your wall. Nothing to acknowledge all of the material, but acknowledge who you are in this lifetime. Pause to digest and integrate all that has transpired and all that is transpiring in the life that we are living right now in this current context of reality. Allow yourself to pause and allow things to get done tomorrow or get done later on in the week so that you can be in joy, so you can be in love, you can be in peace, and you can rest and open to respite, open to joy. Dance with your loved ones, dance with your neighbors, dance with yourself. Enjoy. Eat bite of food that goes into your body and be, and that is enough. The Four of Wands and Chamomile come to remind you that your existence, you as love, are enough. My love, that's what I got for you. That's what I got for you. I think this is going to be the brew for the week. And I got myself set up. I'm setting myself up in the basement. I'm setting up my little content corner in the basement, and I think that's going to really grant me the space and the capacity to come back and be of service in this way because I feel on fire and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to hold the space, and I hope that these words have warmed your heart in some way, shape, or form. Mad love to you. Thank you for tuning in, being part of this journey. If you're new here, hey, what's up? And yeah, that's what I got. I'll be back. I'm not going to promise, although I feel like, yeah, I'm going to be back with the Daily Tarot Bruce, but I can't promise because each time I say, oh, yeah, I'm going to be back, it's just something else comes up. But I feel this time, I think that, I think it's a new cycle. I marked my 1 year real quick here. Let me tell you this. I marked my 1 year of being here, and it was really literally like at that time, the cords cut, like everything dissipated. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, look at me. I feel like new. I feel alive. So, I just might be back. I just might be back, baby. Okay. I'm raising my cafecito to you. Mad love, peace, and always and forever. Mwah. Peace. Bye bye.